First and foremost, if nobody told you as of yet today, I love you. If nobody told you as of yet today, I am proud of you. You're going to continue to achieve anything you set out to do, alright? Now, also, I do got to give you that brief disclaimer, alright? I only want you to take what resonates and I want you to leave the rest behind, alright? I don't want you trying to force certain scenarios for you. If you don't get your confirmation through me, you won't get it through other people. Be patient with your process, alright? Now, look, y'all already know my voice too raspy to be whispering, alright? So I'm loud. I'm only going to get louder. So this probably the time that you want to hit that volume. So look, first, let's say this real quick. I don't know if it's feeling real nostalgic to y'all too, but it's feeling real like flashback. You understand? It's feeling real 2001 type energy, alright? So take that how it resonates, but I could tell you it's almost like you may have been feeling as far as like your inner child. So there could be certain sounds you hear, certain smells, certain music, so on and so forth. It almost feels like it's going to trigger the inner child in you. So it's going to give you that nostalgic feeling, right? And the difference between before is when you used to have memories or thought back to your childhood, before you start healing yourself, you may have thought negative about it, or you may have started to have flashbacks and you shook that like, F that, I ain't doing that. You understand me? But you may start to actually have flashbacks pertaining to your past, but it's almost like you get to recreate history in a sense, all right? You get to rewrite it. So if you've been, again, certain songs that used to trigger you based upon certain events that happened to you during that time period, it's like now when you hear those songs, you feeling happier. You feeling warmer. You understand? You feeling love. It's like you're recreating your history, and I'm so proud of you, all right? So before we had to get started, I had to make sure I address that, because I feel that. You understand me? I feel it real strong in your energy. Let's move forward. So, chosen ones. Now, you know, we've been talking about how certain things are going to be arriving your way. We've been stressing the importance of preparing for those positions, preparing for those people, preparing for those opportunities, preparing for those prayers that you've been asking for, all right? So you've been sitting here asking for certain things. You've been working hard at it. So whether that was you stepping out of your comfort zone to finally start something that you had a passion for, whether that was you writing more, whether that was you uploading certain pictures, that was you uploading certain poems, songs, so on and so forth, right? You've been actually aligning yourself in that position, putting yourself in the field in a sense. Because again, we say God's the quarterback, so he going to throw you that love, light, and abundance, right? But in order for you to catch it, you got to clear certain individuals from around you. You got to move forward on the field in order for you to receive that, right? Just like pertaining to basketball, you got to step on some type of court, some type of cement, so on and so forth in order for you to truly be in the game. So you put yourself in position, and I'm proud of you. Even if you did that, so to you, you may think it's small, but those small steps is the most solid. You understand me? So I'm very, very proud of you. You've been aligning with your path, putting yourself in position. You've been separating from individuals who've been telling you what you could and could not do. You ain't listened to them. When they told you you couldn't, God told you you could. So therefore you walked away from them and you walked closer to God. And I'm proud of you. Certain mothers, certain fathers that set a blueprint for you and thought that you had to relive the life that they went through that did not apply to you. You stepped away, and I'm so proud of you. You understand me? It was hard. You, since a young child, you may have been somebody that's been trying to people please certain people around you. You've been giving up bits of you to gain them. You've been, again, doing certain things that your mother or father's asked you to do, no matter if it goes against what you feeling intuitively or discern. You understand? Using your discernment. You no longer trying to people please these people, trying to, again, be in some type of competition, because a lot of you going to realize that a lot of your insecurities started in your childhood. It started around certain parents. Certain parents that try to put you up against certain siblings. See, they showed you certain attention, but again, they would then mention what so-and-so did for them to try to get you to do the same thing for them. See, I want you to realize that a lot of the mental manipulation started from a lot of mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, so on and so forth. You understand me? I want you to realize that a lot of the time, again, you was trying to get approval of these people. You was trying to get accepted. You was trying to get acknowledged when really you should have neglected them. You understand me? Your mother, again, telling you what your siblings is doing for her in order to get you to do it, or somebody in order for them. If it wasn't your mother, could have been your aunt, could have been your grandmother, people who called you up and told you about what so-and-so didn't do, or what so-and-so had the nerve enough to say or do in order to try to get you to do what they wanted you to do. You starting to see through that, chosen ones. Because that cycle was connected to you throughout your childhood. So it started with your mother or your father acting like that towards you, making you feel like you in a competition, that it had to be you against them in a sense, whether or not that was your siblings, friends, so on and so forth. Certain households too, they sat there and compared you to what other individuals and what they chose to do. So I want you to realize that as you started to go back to the drawing board, you started to recognize that that cycle was connected to you because you was hurt by this so-and-so. You was cheated on by so-and-so. This repeatedly didn't happen to you. So therefore, although the people changed, the situation and the cycle remained. So therefore, the only thing that was the same was you. So that's how you started to realize, like, oh, nah, I can't keep pointing at so-and-so. Yeah, so-and-so cheated on me. Yeah, so-and-so disrespected me. Yeah, so-and-so stole from me. But why do I keep putting myself around different so-souls like that? You started to truly, you had to take accountability now. In no way, shape, or form are we saying that what they did to you was correct. In no way, shape, or form are we saying what they did to you was right. But what we saying is you're not a victim, you a survivor, so you better stand your ass up. You understand me? You not, again, just like individuals who talk about they stuck in a trap or they stuck in this. It's only a trap up until a certain point. When you get the opportunity to release yourself, walk away from certain people, when you get the opportunity to disconnect from certain people, it's no longer a trap. It's a choice. You understand me? So again, you are starting to see and take accountability, and that's why you starting to see certain changes come around you. You starting to realize, again, it wasn't always so-and-so. It wasn't always them. Now, what they did to you was wrong. But you also are starting to see that in one way, shape, or form, you did the same thing as them too. Now, let's be real. Some of these individuals went too far. These individuals who did magic, sold their souls to the devil, was out here thieving and deceiving. We not saying that we did anything like them pertaining to that. However, you got to realize that before these people did these things to you, you was putting yourself through these things as well. After these individuals do these things to you, you keep continually going back to what they did to you. So you keep repeating it in a sense. So you putting you through what these people did to you too, instead of accepting the circumstances, standing up, speaking up, knowing that it's not right, and deciding that you wanted to walk away. You understand me? Again, God protects babies and fools. So when you a baby, you really don't have no choice based upon who's truly around you. But that fool tip only goes so far, because you only a fool up until God provides you some type of intuition, discernment, or releases information about these people that you with. So therefore, you no longer protected by that fool. Now, you're going to be held accountable for what you allow people to do to you too, because again, you see through it. A lot of individuals make up excuses. Oh, that's just how so-and-so is. Well, giving certain warnings to other individuals before they enter in. Like, yeah, you know, that's how so-and-so is. Yeah, you know, that's just how they are. They talk mean. They putting you down. They not giving you compliments, but instead making you feel insecure. They saying all of these things that you can't do, but you are sitting there chunking it up to the titles of these people. You giving that power over you. Oh, that's how mine is. That's how dad is. That's how my sisters are. That's how my friend is. Nah, we not condoning that. You understand me? When God shows you and lets you see through on a soul level through these people, now you're going to get held accountable too, because are you going to put that inner child in you through the same thing that these other people before these other people did to you too? The inner child of you, these same individuals, you may have had certain family members that touched you inappropriately and people told you to keep quiet. What happens behind closed doors stays behind closed doors the whole time. You ain't got to deal with these people no more because now you grown. But now you telling the inner child of you too to be quiet. Now they uncomfortable around your mother. They uncomfortable about your brother, your father, so on and so forth. All these people who did certain things to you, your inner child, you telling them to stay quiet while you continue to allow these people around you. You no different than them then. That's why you get karma and consequences that come in. Because again, when you are of a certain age, are you going to protect the inner child of you like these people failed to do? Are you going to speak up and call them out? Or are you going to, again, tell your inner child to be quiet just in order to appease them? Don't do it. You heard me? We not doing it. So again, what they did to you was not right. But why are you doing? What makes it right for you to do it to you too? That's the question. So now, with that being said, I want you to realize there's certain things that God's about to start presenting towards you. Now let's talk, right? I want you to realize there's certain individuals from your past that's going to pop up. Now, before we get mad, before we let that ego and those hell no's set in, I want you to hear me out. There's certain people from your past that's going to pop up. Now, there's two sets of people. One is the past people who disrespected you, abused you, used you, try to sacrifice you, stole from you, so on and so forth. These are the individuals that tried to take your life from you, seen that they was unable to, tried to then get somebody to duplicate you, seen that you was one-on-one, that they could never be it. So then they realized that they couldn't be you because they blew a fuse trying to do so. Now they trying to return back to you because, again, they trying to get you to save them from what they intended for you. Now, those individuals, we ain't rocking with. Those individuals that looked you in your face as they put their hands on you, violated you, disrespect you, try to sacrifice you, said some hocus pocus stuff on your children too. Those individuals, oh nah, just know everything that you spoke is returning back to you. Ain't no coming back from that. No matter, no apologies in the world is going to have God say, matter of fact, so-and-so wish death on all these different people. So-and-so paid practitioners to do death to all these people. So-and-so wanted to see so-and-so's soul leave their body. But we going to get, no. They had an opportunity. When they was doing certain things towards you, God came in and gave them warnings, told them to chill out. Told them to take another route. They chose not to. They laughed in God's face in a sense and asked him what he was about to do. So now he about to show them. He said, be patient. I got you. Because I already know. See, God was setting them up. And now they see that now. See, certain individuals thought that they was getting away. Now they starting to get tore down. See, these karmics that disliked you based upon how certain people that they liked you. These individuals, there's no way out. They money's running out. That magic's returning. They no longer have access to your energy, so they demons is yearning. They getting certain sexual diseases, so now they can't even get that sexual healing. These individuals, I'm trying to tell you, everything is getting lifted. Those veils are starting revealing. See, I want you to realize something, chosen ones. These people had seasons that they thought that they were successful. See, seasons that they was acting like they ain't even know you. Whole time they was sending certain things towards you. See, they thought and made it seem like they ain't know you. But they ain't know you because they ain't know that God tells you what anybody, regardless if they close to you or not, trying to do towards you. So therefore, you knew them before they knew you in a sense too. So therefore, let's say this. Those karmics that was out here playing in magic, your time's running out. Like literally, nobody's going to argue with you because you're a corpse. You about to permanently get removed. We not doing it. God was like, how you going to argue with so-and-so? How you going to argue with Shorty and Shorty don't even got a soul? How you going to argue with so-and-so and I already told you that so-and-so's about to go, so therefore do not get distracted. You heard me? That time's running out. And they used their last opportunity to try to target you whole time. They ain't even realize what's about to come through. That wrath of God, baby. He don't play by his chosen ones. See, that shit may have worked for all these other little dark entities, these other individuals doing scheming things. See, God told the devil, you got access to whoever wants to follow you, whoever wants to do certain deals with you. Okay, let them do it. But my chosen ones, I'm trying to tell you, you touch them, I'm going to show you who I am. And they seeing it now. See, I want you to realize, chosen ones, the reason why I said there's two groups of people from your past about to pop up, because there's some people from your past that's showing up that's part of your future. Certain people try to project energy on you and cloak themselves in your energy as this individual and had you thinking negative about your person that you supposed to be with, and had them making certain assumptions about you too. But what they didn't realize is God's about to come and remove them. So let's talk. There's certain individuals that you previously crossed paths with. These are individuals that you may have instantly knew was your twin flame. You may have instantly knew they was your soulmate, your divine partner, so on and so forth, right? But when you met them, some of these individuals could have still been connected to certain karmics. Or when you met them, you could have still been in certain cycles. You understand me? So therefore, it was a false start. There were certain individuals from your past that when you knew when you looked at this individual, they was a reflection of you. You two telepathically communicated. Certain trips you would take, y'all packed the same outfits without even communicating. Certain conversations y'all would have pertaining to your past. Whole time it was almost like looking at a mirror when you looked at them. See, these individuals, they was your true partners. But I want you to realize what happened. You may not currently be talking. See, I want you to realize that certain individuals knew about you before you came across or they crossed your view. See, there's certain karmic partners that knew that their cycle was ended. If this person connected to you, they knew that they storybook, in a sense, they would get written out certain chapters if this person wrote you in. So therefore, I want you to realize that there's certain karmic families, certain father figures, certain father sides of the family, certain mother sides of the family, so on and so forth, that sacrificed certain souls before those individuals came through. So when those individuals came through, their souls, in a sense, was already up for grabs based upon who they was connected to. So I want you to realize that there's certain individuals that knew that they would be held accountable for certain foul things that they had did or do if this person had the ability to connect with you. To connect with them was connecting with God, and that was putting all that satanic things to an end. See, there's certain family members that strategically work together to keep you apart from certain people. Had you thinking that this person that you was attracted to was evil, whole time their energy was getting cloaked. So in certain readings you heard about certain signs and you assumed that they was talking about that person the whole time they was talking about the person that you was connected with. Certain people, family members knew what would happen if you connected with them. See, I want you to realize that there's certain people that when you realize how big that plot was to keep you from these people, you're going to see that you've been sleeping or seeing face to face to a lot of evil. See, there's individuals that, karmics, that use their children, use their body, use magic and manipulation in order to persuade those people to walk away from you. Now listen, whole time they thought they was doing something, and that was God making a smooth move. See, God showed you this individual enough for you to see that's who you supposed to be with. You was connected energetically. Then God had you two walk away from each other in a sense, because they had to work on you. You had to work on you while they had to work on them. See, these karmics thought that they truly had split y'all up. Whole time God just wanted y'all to see face to face, realize, okay, that's who I'm supposed to be in this race with. Then had them go back and face certain situations. See, these people had to face and beat those demons instead of trying to run and escape them. There's certain individuals had to go back to their karmics in a sense to finally close out that cycle. They had to stand up to them. When they crossed paths with you, they seen that they was connected to you. They could have been taking a break from those people, but they felt a certain vibe with you. They may have had children with that person, but again, something divinely aligned they knew. But God had them, again, notice you enough to see what it is, then had them go back to their karmics to see what it ain't. They had them return back to the karmic just so that they can close out their cycles, just so that they can learn their lessons, just so that they know that they ain't going to play no games when it comes to you. Whole time, God wanted to see what your twin was truly going to do. See, was they going to stay in that stagnant energy? Or was they going to move towards you? Was they going to become those demons? Or was they going to destroy them? Now listen. Now your twin or your soulmate could have said some foul things about you. They could have tried to deny you to these people, like, I don't know, shorty, or I don't know, so-and-so, they a stalker too, or so-and-so, they may have talked some shit, but we can't talk no shit because you was talking shit too. You was saying ill, so-and-so's this, so-and-so's that. You was talk, you know. But God wanted to see, was you going to stick with that test? Thank you so much, Tinsley. I appreciate you. So I want you to realize something. God sat there and had them go face those cycles and destroy those demons, the same individuals in past and previous lifetimes that they may have fell victim to. God had them go back to those individuals so that they could permanently get removed. He wanted to see, was they going to stay in their power? Stand in their truth? Was they going to stick up for their person? Or what they going to allow these people to mentally manipulate them to? See, they had to see. Now, some of these individuals, you may have thought that they had fled. See, when they was outside of your presence, God had to show them what it was going to be. See, God had to show them truly what it is that they was getting to see. See, I want you to realize right now, certain people that walked away from you, they may have not caused a big scene. They may have just decided that they wanted to go to other people. Now, you may feel a certain type of way. Okay, that's cool. But had they crossed paths and truly committed to you, you don't know what they would have been able to do, because they were still connected to certain karmics and cycles too. So God had them go back to close them out before they had an opportunity to truly produce with you. Now these karmics know it. They was looking at certain readings. They was seeing how that person was acting. They didn't see certain messages between you. See, they didn't see that this person's aura gets illuminated, that this person's energy, that their vision gets clearer when they in your presence of you. They starting to see that this person will never do the things that they did to them to you. Why? Because they see you and know that you the truth. See, that karmic is upset. And they're going to start accusing you. There's certain people that left you to, or didn't go forward or move forward with you. It may have been a false start, which means y'all could have been cool. But they chose, okay, I'm going to go and work this, or I'm going to go back to this person. Based upon that, at that time, they thought that that was the right thing to do. See, in your eyes, they may have looked like a villain, but they thought that that's what God was telling them to do. They thought that God was telling them to return back to their past because they were supposed to choose their past over you. Whole time, God was telling them to remove those individuals before they had an opportunity to get close to you. See, they starting to see it now. They starting to see. They was talking reckless things about you, but now certain things are getting revealed. See, they talked fast. See, these karmics may have created fake pages to you, false messages that have you sending out to have fake messages that look like you was sending it out talking foul about certain people. Karmics did magic, manipulated, because when they see, I want you to realize certain karmics then got certain readings too. Certain karmics have some type of intuition and know exactly how God's about to move. See, they had the opportunity to use their gifts for light, but they used their gifts to try to work on you. See, I want you to realize that these karmics was told way before certain things may have been known. They was told that their partner was going to be abundant, that their partner was going to have wealth, great health, and success with somebody else. And they seen it too. See, they thought that their partner was going to have that money, and they thought that they was going to keep their partner from connecting to you. Whole time they ain't realized that God's going to stop that money from coming through to that partner until they walk away from those individuals. See, there's certain karmics that's waiting for a come up that's never going to come. There's certain karmics that, again, didn't want you with that feminine or masculine, so therefore they try to interject themselves in. They try to persuade you to walk away from them. They try to target you two against each other, thinking y'all was going to take each other out. Whole time they ain't realized that God told you what it was all about. Now he done hit that hokey pokey in a sense. Now they starting to realize that's what it was all about. They thought they was keeping you from your divine partner. The whole time, God was keeping your divine partner from making the same mistakes towards you. So the divine partner had to go back and remove these people. See, I want you to realize that they had to beat those demons that they had became before they had an opportunity to cross your way. Now they did. And you was thinking so hateful about these individuals. Like, they left me. They left me. I had to protect me. They left me when all these people was gang stalking me. Whole time, you don't even realize that God had them working as an inside man too. That the end of this, God was going to show them and see what they was going to do. See, now they starting to realize that they had to make a certain move. That's why these individuals are turning against they individuals in order to return back to you. I want you to realize that. It was part of the plot. They thought they was plotting on you. So this is why you got to be properly prepared for those prayers that you asking for before they come through. Because your person, your true divine person, there's somebody that's coming back. This is not, again, this person may have just talked some reckless, may have denied you. But had they claimed you, do you know what would have happened from those people? There's certain individuals that didn't claim you just because if they claimed you, they seen what other people was going to try to do towards you. So they try to deny you. Didn't realize that those people were still trying to attack you. But whole time you had hands energetically and spiritually. So any move they was trying to do didn't connect. Whole time your divine partner didn't know that there's no such thing as a fair fight when God connects two golden souls. See, these individuals persuade your person to desert you or leave you because they thought and was in fear of what these people was going to do. Whole time you was trying to tell your person that they not going to just be fighting one, they going to be fighting two. And when I say fighting, I don't mean on the physical. I'm talking about your ancestors and my ancestors about to destroy these people. See, they don't realize how that power hits. So there's certain individuals that's going to get rowdy when they see you and your partner get committed. They going to get mad. They're going to be sitting under your post talking about you, a home wrecker. But let's really break down what that means. See, I heard home is where the heart is. So therefore, where you at, that shit couldn't have been with it. You understand me? If home is where the heart is, and that person's heart lies with me, then therefore, if I'm looking around energetically, you the home wrecker, baby. So therefore, you're going to have to realize that when God has you cross paths with certain people, and you feel that energetic connect, but you done already sat there and committed with somebody that you wasn't supposed to be with, God's going to see what you going to do. Are you going to settle for that so-so, or are you going to listen to what he told you and remove yourself from these people? See, you, half the time, people will call you home wreckers because certain people got a divorce. Thank you so much, Zubadia. I hope I pronounced your name right. Thank you so much. I want you to realize that people are going to call you a home breaker, but home is where the heart is. That these people, your twin flame, your soulmate, your true divine partner, you two are already energetically married. Before y'all crossed down, it came down. Y'all already are the same soul, disconnected. God split y'all soul up in a sense and said, okay, I want you to use your gifts to get back to them. So therefore, they had to learn to use their discernment, had to learn to tap into their intuition, had to learn to walk away from certain people and situations. They had to learn to let their ego go. They had to learn that they are gold. They had to stop sleeping around, doing certain drugs, certain so-and-so. You understand? They had to learn it. Because you had to realize that you are already married to your divine feminine or your divine masculine. You're just trying to make your way back to them. So therefore, that's why you get karma or have certain issues happening with certain people you're not supposed to be connected to. This person that cheated on you 12 times. This person, this, that, and the third. You got to realize again. Sometimes that's God telling you that you should have listened to me. Why you settle for so when I told you that you already was connected to another individual. So therefore, that's almost when you hear adultery, do you know that when you hear adultery, that doesn't just mean on a 3D somebody stepping outside of their marriage? Do you know that if you settle for a so that you're not supposed to be with, that you already committed with your divine feminine or divine masculine, do you know that anybody that you entertain outside of them is you committing adultery in a sense? I want you to realize this. See, when these people from your past pop up, now I want you to realize this, right? Some individuals were just an experience. But when you asking God to connect you with your true divine partner, and this person keeps getting presented, and when I say get presented, because you asking for confirmation, certain songs pop up that they was singing to you. Certain songs with certain messages or certain signs and synchronicities start getting presented to you, and you like, no, God, I'm not dealing with so-and-so. So-and-so did this, so-and-so did that. And God's like, who told you that? I want you to realize some of these things that you was hearing, you was not hearing it from the divine. You was hearing it from these satanic figures that was trying to get intertwined. There's some individuals that all it's going to take is a simple conversation and accountability, because again, God's going to show you what they was doing outside of your presence. So if they was talking reckless, okay, cool. What God is going to have them do is prove themselves to you. So therefore, those same individuals that they was talking reckless to, they got to go back, retract, separate from them, all of that, right? I want you to realize that some of these individuals, again, if they wasn't somebody who truly showed their feelings and emotions, but you felt it because you see through on a soul level. So you seen how these people felt about you. And intuitively, you took that as they were showing you that they couldn't live without you. But they ain't say that. This is the time God's going to have them speak up. They're going to have to speak on how they feel. And if they don't, then God's going to seal the deal. See, chosen ones, I want you to realize something. Chosen ones is the only individuals that truly get a second chance in a sense. And I'm going to explain it to you. If there's chosen ones who choose to stay connected to certain karmics or did certain things, right? Do you see how certain people, you like, damn, you did this, how you keep getting off with that? It could be something as simple, driving without a license, or them driving with this. They keep getting off. God keeps showing favoritism to them in a sense. He gets them locked up just enough to sit down for a quick moment and then releases them. Because that's their second chance. God's like, let me see what you going to do. Are you going to step into your power, or do I got to sit you down again? See, God will give chosen individuals a second opportunity, because not only are they showing certain individuals who chose to take certain karmic routes too, that they can change their mind and become certain people and align with what God tells them to do. So therefore, they are showing other individuals that may not have chose the best way or the best route, that there's another opportunity to get out. See, sometimes God will have and allow certain chosen ones to do certain things. Sleeping around with so-and-so. be worried about monetary gain. See, God will have them really feeling confident in their ways. And then all of a sudden, when God sees that they didn't connect with their true divine partner, God will show them that certain things is going to change. So he starts stripping them. And they start getting reminded too that certain individuals that they around is truly not they people, that they were sent here to do a job. And that's what they are going to be forced to do. So I want you to realize something, chosen ones. God is going to always put you in a position for you to be able to help other people get out and achieve certain missions. So again, even if you repeated down the same cycle, but finally you chose to step away, finally you start speaking your mind, making a better way, there's some people that's going to ruffle their feathers. Certain demons are going to get mad because now their souls is fiending. They no longer have access to that energy that you was providing them. So there's certain people that's going to be mad and mad that you made these choices, or blame other people for having you open your mind. Certain people are going to get mad that you chose to walk away from them to get closer to the vine. See, that's none of your business. You do what God told you to do. There's other individuals that truly love you, that's going to be happy that you're doing certain things to help you, that's going to be happy that you're working on you, that's going to be happy that you accomplishing certain things that you set out to do. That's how you know who was there and who truly was not for you. If you got cousins, sisters, brothers, certain people trying to persuade you to not be with this lover, and this lover, God is telling you, is your person, and you made it clear that that's God speaking to you and not certain individuals projecting that energy on you. When you get seen that God wants to see what you're going to do, you going to stand up to these people for your true divine boo? Are you going to listen to what I'm telling you, or you going to listen to these people that's doubting you? Because they see what comes with y'all two getting connected. That could be you providing and bringing certain ancestors in through you having children with them, or y'all's ancestors connect. And again, that's more light that's illuminating the darkness. See, I want you to realize y'all got a plan. Y'all got a contract in a sense that you made with the divine man, God. You going to finish this mission. And if God got to make an example out of these people, then that's what he's going to do. But best believe whoever's supposed to be together, that shit's going to be true. No matter if you get mad, throw a tantrum, talk, whatever you talking about, ew, I wish I would. The whole time you still got love for so-and-so. Why you think that you still got love for so-and-so, that you still are trying to put together certain pieces like, God, it doesn't make sense for this person to have been deceiving. It doesn't make sense for this person to, out of nowhere, do this or do that. Just be patient with the process. God's about to bring you to that. See, I want you to realize that God had certain people in you disconnect just to hype these demons up to think that they were successful in separating the two. Whole time, God wanted to see how they was going to move. And as soon as they moved, he moved just like that. You're going to see. So right now, I want you to realize that there's certain individuals that you're going to be back in contact with. These are individuals that you may have wrote them out. Again, this is not somebody who was physically abusing you. They not your people. It's not somebody that was physically harming you. Somebody who tried to kill you. So this is not that. Those people keep their ass in the past. You understand me? These are people that God is not going to allow to come to you no matter how much they plead or try to. God's not going to have you even think twice about connecting with these people. Now, there's other people that you could be having certain readings, so on and so forth, whatever the case may do. And you may keep hearing about some new soulmate that's going to be connecting to you, or a new connection. And you thinking new as in this is somebody that you never knew. Whole time this is new because y'all had a false start based upon false people. And now God's about to bring you two back together. So when you hear about a new partnership, sometimes it's not about you having to choose somebody from your new or somebody from your past. You automatically be like, ew, I'm not dealing with somebody from my past, not even realizing that some of the people that you're talking about a new connection is people that you may have crossed paths with, had a quick moment with, and y'all got disconnected. I want you to realize when they say new connection is because outside of y'all's presence, you worked on you. You a new person. You no longer connected to those cycles that used to take over you. They a new person too. They went ahead and beat those demons that they were once trying to recruit. See, I want you to realize that new partnerships and new forms come through chosen ones actually becoming who they supposed to be. You hear me? So again, I want you to realize this is not people who physically hurt you. This is not people who physically try to destroy you. Now, they may have talked about you, but shit, you talked about their asses too. You may have, sat there and ruled these people out or made assumptions about them too. Whole time you ain't realized it was other people trying to disguise themselves or as that people in your energy. You understand me? So again, what they call you? Ugly? Okay, you didn't call them how many ugly shit. You didn't talk about their mother too, probably. Talked about they ugly ass. You didn't call them ugly plenty of times. You didn't call them funky. You didn't talked about people that they selected. You understand? You didn't say some shit. Now let's just be real. I done said some shit too. Say, for real, be real. We not gonna sit here and act like everybody else is just a bad person when we didn't talk some shit too when we was upset. We done made some assumptions. And then all of a sudden, God starts showing some things and you like, oh, you wasn't even talking about him. You was talking about him. That's why you got to pay attention. Because you may feel they talking about, oh, they bring up a certain sign or they bring up a certain comment. You're not even realizing that there's two people at the same time doing similar things to you. So let's talk, right? You got a karmic male that could be being foul, doing black magic to you, connected with another feminine that's doing evil things to you. So you could be connected to this karmic. And this person is true that they doing these things to you, but you may not be connected with them. So when you hear certain messages, you not putting one to one together to make two. You assuming that it's the person that you now connected to. So when you're hearing this thing about, oh, this person's doing this person doing that, you thinking it's this person when really it was somebody from your past that's mad because they know that you about to be connected with somebody else. So you out here assuming, you out here again assuming that it was this person when really it was them. So there's certain things that you got to pay attention to, the signs and synchronicities that God is showing you. He's going to have you see what you feel. All of a sudden, intuitively, you can be like, nah, I can't be them. It has to be them. But you waiting for that reveal. Now, they done projected energy on you, so you started doubting you. And then this person ain't been in contact with you, so therefore you was assuming that what they was saying or feeling was true. But at that time, you ain't realized you was under spiritual attack. So therefore, these people was projecting that upon you to have you view your true divine partner negative so that you two wouldn't do what God asked y'all to do. You understand me? So just know these karmic feminines and karmic masculines, oh, they already know. Because they all keep hearing about a reunion. And they like, man. So what they going to do? They going to start posting under your things. They going to start going to the internet saying devious things. I can tell you right now, my divine partner, I'm sure when we get connected, certain people going to come out talking shit. And guess what? I'm going to be laughing in your face because you're not going to stop it. You understand me? Please. You got to know that your partner, God wants to see, are you willing to go against the world for your partner if that's what I'm telling you to do? Are you willing to go against the world and these people trying to persuade you on what they going to do? Or you going to listen to me? You heard me? I'm trying to tell you, I'm telling you all this right now. When me and my divine partner, divine twin, when we connect, I'm trying to tell you, people going to come out the woodwork talking big boy shit. And what I'm going to do? Laugh at you. Aha, that's why you mad. And I'm going to continue to do me, boo. Shit, I'm trying to tell you. There's a few things that we don't play about. We don't play about our children. We don't play about God. We don't play about our gifts. But we ain't going to play about who we supposed to be divinely with. So therefore, if I got to get disrespectful because you disrespecting my boo, then that's how I'm going to move. Because I'm going to stop you when you start that shit. I'm not going to make you feel like that shit's cool. But at the same time, we not going to acknowledge you because we going to be too busy building us up. You heard me? Ain't no fair fights. When they say no fair fights and you think about physical fight, like, oh nah, if they getting a one-on-one, shit, even in two. But we gonna say this. Divine partners, when you divinely align with your person, you know this is your person. You know that this is your twin or your soulmate, so on and so forth. When you truly know, and God gives you them confirmations, you got to be willing to go against your own people in order to be with them. Because you got to realize some of your family members too are karmics that's trying to stop you from outgrowing. Because if they no longer connected to you, certain energies going to stop showing. So again, if this person is different, if they was physically abusing you, was out here sleeping with multiple individuals when they was supposed to be monogamous with you, that's something different. But if y'all was getting to know each other, was trying to see where it was going, and it never got off the ground based upon the fact that they got distracted by somebody else. And when I say distracted, because you got to realize what happens. When you truly got a divine partner, you got to realize people from your past going to try to use your children, use certain tragic events to try to distract you. So every time you try to leave them, something negative starts happening. That's them doing magic on you to try to manipulate your mind to keep you bound to those people. So if you know that as soon as you leave this person, all of a sudden they talking about so-and-so got in an accident, my people got in a car accident, so on and so forth. Why you think that that's happening? They trying to use your heart against you to keep you connected to these people, to make you feel if you walk away, certain things going to fall down, and half that shit is true. And it's falling down because God sees what these individuals was trying to do to you. So you got to realize that certain people is going to try to use your children against you, try to act like, oh, they health is going to go bad. And then when you realize, man, listen, we going to talk because this is somebody's story. When I face you, listen. Somebody's story. If you got a child or children, and every time you call yourself rebuilding with somebody else, then this child is getting sick and having certain tragic events, I want you to pay attention to those people that they with. Because there's mothers, karmic mothers, there's karmic fathers too that would try to harm their child secretly in order to try to get back at you. That's certain individuals trying to poison your children slowly but surely. To have them get just sick enough to have you have to return back to them. There's certain individuals that try to act like they losing their mind, or I'm going to do something to myself if you leave me. Okay, well, shit, you better go to the divine. That's not for you to be held hostage to these people because they telling you that they going to do something to them if they no longer connected to you. If they saying they'll do something to them if they no longer connected to you, then what do you think that they'll do to you too? Get your ass from around them. If they talking about they feel like they going to do this to themselves but they don't have you around, I'm sorry, you going to have to pray to God and tell them to go get help. That don't have nothing to do with you. Why would you be held hostage? Now you got to walk on eggshells based upon what you think this person's going to do. Fuck that. No disrespect. Sorry. Don't call me. You better call Tyrone. You better call that mental home, whatever the case may be. I want you to realize some of these karmics going to end up losing their life. They going crazy because they was doing mental manipulation to try to keep you disconnected to your true divine boo. They was doing mental manipulation, doing magic practitioners to try to play in your energy and have you removed. So now they losing their mind because they hear that you still going to be connected with your divine boo, that all that magic manipulation, all those efforts has failed too, that they see that you was the better choice and selection, that your gifts are starting to grow too, that everything that they did to you was starting to get exposed too. So now guess what? They did it for nothing. They did it to themselves. They thought you was bluffing. When you said God got you, truly God got you. You heard me? I'm trying to tell you. Now, they done recruited all these people to comment under your shit. Now, everybody that they was connected with is going down too. Why? Because they recruited certain people to target you, not realizing you chosen. That means God highly favors you. That means God don't play about you. That means God's going to lay their asses down about you. You heard me? Let them play. When they thought they was playing in your energy, attacking your children too. Whole time you ain't realized that my children got hands, boo. Whole time you ain't realized that they connected like me and they picked up on you too. Whole time you had people watching me, baby. Your ass was getting watched and lurked on too. Whole time you thought that you successfully broke up a situation and you ain't even realize you in a sticky situation. And honestly, you starting to see that you replaced with a divine. You was dressing up, you was fraudulent, you was faking the whole time. Now you done went to the door, think you about to get abundance and all of that. God was like, oh, nah. Who you thought you was? There's certain people that was pretending to be you, certain feminines that was acting like you, certain masculines that was acting like you too, trying to come across and act like they was the true divine partner the whole time. It wasn't true. They seen you get certain whips. They seen you saying you was going to take certain trips. Whole time they tried to do those things before you, not even realizing that all they did was expose that you truly are the blueprint. You are the truth. You hear me? They was out here trying to be you. Who can be a better you than you? You one-on-one. What you think God's about to do? What you think? Why you think that they blowing a fuse? They going crazy because they call themselves trying to be you, baby. You not built like that. You should have settled down and figured out who you was supposed to be with. See, you should have went ahead and connected with a masculine or a feminine that was more your drift. But you try to stop me and my baby, my true boo, from connecting. Oh, nah. That's something that God ain't respecting. See, we got a plan. We got a job to do. So if you call yourself getting in, then God's about to remove you, boo. And that's what you about to see. You heard me? Trying to tell you. Protect your children. Don't sit there. If that partner or past person that you was with is losing their mind and they seen that they not really equipped to play that parental figure for certain children that you two have, then that means you're going to have to move forward. And even if that makes them look at you bad, that means you're going to have to move forward and have custody of them. See, people who try to use your kids against you, God's going to make sure that those children get returned back to you and that they no longer are accessible to these people. Now, these people are going to be from the outside looking in. Going to have to see you actually find your true divine woman or man. They going to see these people stepping up and playing that position to your children. They going to feel a certain type of way, but that's on them. See, you got to realize individuals who see another individual disconnect from them, divinely align with the person that they supposed to be with. Some people will be grown about it and be like, that's more love for my children. That's more protection for my children. That's more abundance for my children. More opportunities that get presented to my children. You build a tribe, not taking it personal that you and your past partner are no longer aligned. You just happy that people are there genuinely caring about your child. But there's other individuals that feel a certain type of way. They mad that this person is playing a position towards you and that they made positive changes, that this person chose to align and do what God told them to do. And that means walking away from them and aligning with you. They are mad. So what do they try to do? Put blame, try to target you, try to get everybody to abandon you, so on and so forth. But you stand in your truth, do what God told you to do. Everything's going to get revealed and these people going to get removed. This a wrap. Trying to tell you, them karma's coming. Them lies you was told getting exposed. Those plots that you try to do, it's coming back on you. You try to physically take certain people out. Oh, your ass is done. Done. How they say done, son. You done. It's a wrap, baby. And guess what? You still gonna watch and have to witness them with a divine partner. So y'all be cautious too, because there's some feminine energies that are toxic. It feels like karmic energies that something pertaining to stabbing. So they may be the type that if you try to walk away from them, they may try to stab you, or they may try to get in a fight with your divine partner and try to stab them. Be cautious. When it comes to that physical tip, be able to physically protect you, but also be willing to hold these people accountable for certain things that they try to do towards you. Make sure that you don't have to enter the rooms of these karmic individuals, or again, you make sure that you legally take action to make sure that they remove before God does. I'm trying to tell you. Be cautious. They got nothing to lose and you got everything to gain. Y'all not the same. Be cautious. Pay attention to your surroundings. I'm trying to tell you, there's people that's going to be mad. They're going to start shit. They're going to be following around your house, driving around your house, trying to see if you got a new spouse. You do, or you will. They'll see. But the difference is, even if this is somebody that they was past connected with, or even if this is somebody that they had seeds with, they going to see that this person going to stand by you, that this person going to slide about you. So there's going to be a difference and a change on certain movements. So I'm trying to tell you, ain't no such thing as fair fights when chosen ones connect. What you think's going to happen? God going to put them on their neck. I'm trying to tell you, it's a wrap. What you thought? Huh? They try to bully you into walking away from certain people, making you feel like, well, if we together, we going to have to constantly battle certain people trying to tear us apart. Who? Because the individuals that try to target you, they permanently about to get removed. So I don't see us fighting with no stick and bones, no skeletons. Even the ghosts know when to shut their asses up. So, and where they going, they not going to be nowhere connected to us. Because they done sold they soul. They done did deals with the devil trying to get this person from being connected to you. So where they about to go, they ain't nowhere close to your view. Hell. That's where they going. Jail and hell. So there's certain masculines that you're going to have to step up and hold certain feminines accountable. And if they did certain things to you, did certain illegal things too, you're going to have to hold them accountable. Because they are going to try to change on you and try to have you go down for certain things that you didn't do just based upon the fact that they don't want you moving on and connecting to your true boo. So be cautious. I'm trying to tell you, masculines too, be cautious. Feminines and masculines, y'all divine feminines, divine masculines, be cautious. Make sure when God tells you to move, you move just like that. Be sure when God tells you that these individuals try to set you up, you no longer protected by the whole God protects baby and fools. Because once he intuitively shows you something ain't right, it's up to you to make those moves. If you choose not to, then again, you're going to be held accountable for those people because you putting your inner child through what those people trying to do to you. Get your ass out of there. You understand me? Don't. Because what you like questioning, God's going to win the fight every time. So if he try to tell you to walk away from this person and you choose not to, guess what? You're going to have hell after hell with this person until this person and you permanently get removed. So God wins the fight no matter what. God got more cardio than you. God got them hands for real. God got that strength for real. So no matter how much you call yourself fighting, how they say fight back, fight, you don't got the hands for that. You don't. You're not built like that. God gonna win every time. I can guarantee that. So you can either go with it when he first tell you, or you could try to act tough, listen to that devil gas you up, and your ass gonna go down too. It's up to you. But I'm gonna tell you, anytime God tell me to move, shit, I go. He tell me to talk, say something, I'm gonna say it. I'm trying to tell you. God got that. Listen, you are not built like that. So don't even try it. You talking about, oh, we going to stick together. We keep facing trials after trials after trials. God's laughing at you like denial is the biggest in his windy voice. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Trying to tell you guys like, what? Who? He, what? You talking about we going to get through these trials. God said, she. We'll see. Oh, they're just trying to, who is there? That's your ancestors trying to remove you too. Because you can't get access to your abundance as long as you connected to these karmic individuals. That means, are you going to listen to God or are you going to listen to your mother? Are you going to listen to your dad or are you going to listen to your father? Are you going to listen to this? You going to listen to that? God wants to see. Don't talk about what titles that they have. God is the biggest title over all of that. Mother. Sorry, Ma. God told me to move. Sorry, Dad. God told me to go. Whatever the case may be, God got to say so and all of that. So you think I'm going to listen to you because you talking about we blood shit. We don't share the same lineages. I'm not your people. I was put here to get you through certain cycles you was connected to. You try to sabotage me, so God told me to stop helping you. No. Some of the families, again, I always tell you, your family's not who you come from. It's often who you led to, because the people that you come through is people that you was here to help get through certain cycles. They not your people. Why you think you start getting, oh, my soul family, or people that you're like, dang, they treat me better than the people that I was raised around? Because these your people. Just like you have certain aunts that you like, this is like an aunt and mother. Like, to me, I look more like my aunt. I act more like her. She loves me more. I have a connection. Whole time, your aunt is really your mother energetically, but you just came through your mother to help her break through certain cycles that she was seeing. That's it. So it's like your divine parents allowed you to come through to help these people remove certain cycles they was connected to. They chose to mistreat you. So now they like, guys like, oh, nah. You won't be getting no help from them no more. So when God has you walk away and don't change. Don't sit there and use certain scriptures. Honor thy mother, thy father. There's certain parts of the scripture you read on talks about honoring your children too. But all of the commandments say what? About you honoring you. So therefore, pay attention. People come and go, but somebody who remains the same is God and you. That's it. Trying to tell you, there's certain people that you energetically feel more connected to. This is more like a mother. If you didn't have a mother, then all of a sudden you could have another older feminine. This could be your work family. This could be your mother-in-law. This could be, again, so on and so forth. There's certain people that, again, are going to play that position that they truly are supposed to be playing. Some people are just around you for you to help them. When they say they don't want any help, you go on to move to something else. That's it. And you know it. God wants to see. So why you up here upset that so-and-so didn't accept you? If your mother truly accepted you, then you would have been accepted to that karma and consequences too. That wasn't supposed to happen. That's why they didn't accept you, because you wasn't the same. That's why you got removed. Your father. This, that, and the third. So on and so forth. You can add any type of situation in there. Just know God removed them. He seen what they was doing. He seen that they was hard-headed. They wasn't going to listen to him. So God had them get from around you. Certain parents who passed away, sometimes people pass away in order to assist you. So certain people pass away when you were younger because they see your future and see how these people were spiritually going to attack you. So therefore they knew in the 3D world they can only help you a certain type of way. However, if they crossed over, then certain things was at play. So you got grandmothers who passed away, father figures who passed away. You got mother figures who passed away. Certain individuals. See, you got there's mothers who may have passed away from cancer, so on and so forth, right? They was connected to, so say you had a mother who passed away. Now, this is not everybody's situation, but this is somebody's situation. So let me just say it, right? You may have had a mother or feminine energy pass away, say from cancer, some type of terminal illness, right? Whole time, this person was getting attacked by, say, your father, or a masculine figure was doing magic on them, or an aunt was doing magic on them. Somebody who act like they was a preacher, priest, so on and so forth. Somebody who act like they were spiritual beings, the whole time they was spiritually attacking them, right? So they thought that they were successful at taking those people out, not even realizing that those people, before they came here, already had a deal with God, that they was going to leave early in order to prepare for you to arrive. When I say prepare for you to arrive, I'm not talking about you passing away. I'm talking about they seen, again, physically, they was only able to do a certain things, but energetically, they not tied to their body. They can move around. So guess what? Anybody energetically attack you is getting attacked now. I'm trying to tell you. Every time somebody try to put you up on their altar, all they doing, every time somebody try to use your picture, all that they are doing is inviting you into their energy, and then your ancestors come and attack them. It's a wrap. They thought they was doing all these things to you. The whole time they ain't realized that they was attacking them. Had they took view off of you, they would have looked down at them and seen that they was the one getting penetrated by it, not you. So just know that. You understand me? There's certain people that passed away, and they passed away in order to prepare you from this next stage and phase that you about to be connected to. These are people that may not have broke the cycles themselves, but they seen the strength in you and said, all right, I'm going to sacrifice myself in a sense to make sure that shorty or he or she's able to make that move. That's what they did. And I'm trying to tell you, certain events are happening and you've seen it. Just know. And I can speak, let me speak on behalf of myself because I always like to give you an example. So my father, right? My father passed away when I was 6, right? Me and him was real close. I remember all of our conversations. I could hear his voice. I could hear his laugh, all of that, right? Material things I don't always think about. Even as far as I know I was flashy. I know he was this, you know what I'm saying? But as far as that, I just remember our conversations, certain things that he instilled in me at a young age, things that help me now, right? Certain things I ain't understand, but I see now, right? Whole time, my father, right? My father was something like a hothead. They called him Tiger, right? Anybody in Maryland know Tiger? My father, well respected. Anywhere he go, he was respected, protected. People knew that he didn't play about that. He was the neighborhood dad. If he see anybody targeting your kids, he was going to get them. See, my father didn't play no games, right? He all about respect. Certain family his family didn't like him because he held them accountable for certain things that he did. He didn't care who you was in a sense. If you disrespected him, then he going to disrespect you too. His mouth was just sheesh. And his hands was indicted too. I'm trying to tell you, my father had them hands. He had that, listen, right? I say all of this, right? My father was a hothead. And my father was a prophet too. My father had certain gifts. And even when he was about to pass away, he told individuals that he knew he was about to get removed. See, he passed away in a car accident, right? But up until he passed away, he already knew he was going to pass away. So he started making certain things right. But not only that, God told me when I was that age, like, listen, your father's about to pass. I'm playing with dolls, and I had a doll say, why you crying? Oh, my dad's about to die in a car accident. I said this. The next day, my father really did. He died in a car accident, right? Now, I'm saying this to you for these reasons. My father was a hothead. He was all about what was right. So if he seen you bullying people, oh, you was going to get your ass beat up or bullied too. My father had the right intentions, but his reactions worked against him. So he got warnings by God, like, listen, you're going to have to get a hold of your reaction, not allow these people to get those reactions out of you. But my father didn't listen. So my father did get removed. All right? He did get removed. He passed away. Now, there's a few things that happen, right? With him passing away, anybody that I ever been connected to, I'm in my 30s. My whole life, I've been with 4 individuals in a relationship with. Each individual I was in a relationship with, my father always comes through and says, you do right by Pootie, I do right by you. You do wrong by her, then other things is going to happen. And what happened? When these individuals cheated, physically abused, disrespected, manipulated me, even used, karma came to them instantly. To the point where these individuals used to be like, hey, yo, are you doing that? Or they used to be scared to interact. They used to be like, yo, to the point they talk reckless. As soon as they drive away, they tires is popped. Or this, that, and certain things will happen. And people start looking at me different. Like, hey, yo, why? So some individuals, they was fearful to connecting with me because they knew that they was going to be held accountable for the energy that they presenting. So there's certain individuals that see me and got scared, like, I ain't rocking with it. There's other individuals that was truly being authentically them. So they liked that I could see through and really see them. They liked the fact that I had certain gifts and it aligned with what they were showing. They liked the fact that, again, I would be able to see the truth about them. They stood solid in their energy. They wasn't scared. They was solid in it. That's how I knew they were supposed to be there. See, there's certain individuals, when they see you got certain gifts, they don't want you to see certain things, so they try to flee. There's other individuals like, listen, shorty, look at me. I'm being authentic. You heard me? So I want you to realize that there's certain people that won't understand your gifts. There's certain individuals that are going to be fearful of your amount of protection. There's certain individuals that are going to, again, see that they're going to be held accountable on how they treat you. Because you guys golden child in a sense. So certain individuals around you are supposed to be here to protect you. Meaning if somebody talks reckless about you, they supposed to speak up. If everybody else abandons you, this person's supposed to stand silent. Certain people have a job to play in. Some of them start wilding. But other individuals, even if they were scared of the position they were supposed to be in, they may have to leave for a moment. They about to come back and make amends. I'm trying to tell you, certain things are aligned. The people who's doing foul are going to call you evil when you divine. They're going to be mad that anything they do towards you goes right back. So they're going to call you and say that you doing black magic whole time it's them. All you do is say, God, I call judgment on anybody who's sending black magic to me. I call judgment on anybody wishing ill intentions towards me. I remove any barriers that were set in front of me. You understand me? And I want you to realize, saying that, God starts having certain things happening. And again, these people are going to say it's you, but it's going to get revealed that it was these people. They're going through what they intended for you. That's on them. You heard me? That's it. Whole time they was sending all this black magic to you. They see death spells, death spells, death spells. They seen you had a cold and they got hyped thinking that you was about to be dead. They seen you had diarrhea whole time. That was a symbolism that you was going to continue to shit on them. I'm trying to tell you, chosen ones. They thought that they was successful. They was getting psyched out. They kept sending stuff, hoping. So when God had you cough that day, they got hyped thinking that they had death coming your way. Whole time God had you cough that day in order to sway them that they was truly making some type of change. So therefore, again, when that karma comes back, it was going to take them all the way out. They was going to do it to themselves in a sense. You heard me? So they thought that they was sending death magic to you, seeing you have a cold, seeing you had a recharge, seeing certain things and was confused, thought that they was successful. Whole time had they took their eyes off of you and looked down, they would have seen what they was really doing. They was getting hit. God will deliberately do certain things or have you say certain things to throw them off. God would deliberately have certain situations happen to make them feel like they doing good and have them continue on, because everybody that connect to them too, God's permanently ending them. So that's that. Let them think what they think. Whole time God had you have a cold, have a headache, had the flu, so that you sat down and recharged, because all your energy's getting returned back to you, whereas God was taking them, all the energy that they was sending to you, transforming it and sending it back into you. So again, they getting exhausted by sending all these things. They exhausting all their options. All these practitioners they paying. All these people they lying to. Let them do it. Because those are more people that's going to be witnesses on the wrath of God that's about to come through. So all these people that they said, slowly but surely, they start seeing certain things happen to you. Certain friends. They had certain feminines and masculines that they were sending in, trying to befriend you, to betray you. Whole time they know what was going to happen. They had their friends, mothers, sisters, cousins passing. Had they people passing away. Money stopped coming through. Now they can't even pay these people that money, these practitioners that they paid to try to play and stun on you. It's, y'all dumb. They dumb as shit. Like, y'all didn't think one time, I keep sending all this and I'm seeing this person still moving and laughing. You ain't never think to look around and look down and see where that was coming back at. If everything you was sending, you seen it wasn't penetrating, you ain't think to look around and see what was getting hit. And you gonna realize that everything that was getting hit was your shit. They people passed away. They family is fumbling. Chaos is happening around them. They got diseases. They got certain demons. They can't see and use their intuition. See, people always say in the Bible how they describe angels, right? With all these eyes. And you're like, ew, that looks like a monster. You got all these eyes too. You got these two. You got your third eye. Your hands is your portals too. Your feet is your portal too. So when God was talking about things with multiple eyes, because you get, what do eyes do? They see through things, right? So your senses, if you can't see visually, what can you see? You can see through what? What you feel, right? You can smell something and know what it is. You can feel it and probably figure it out. You can hear it and listen. So you got all these eyes on you. That's what it's all about. God wants to see you using your hands. You using your eyes. You using all your senses. You understand me? That's all you got to do. Use all the tools that was placed on you. Use them hands. Use them eyes. Use your antennas. Realize you divine. I'm trying to tell you, use your gifts, chosen ones. But this next stage and phase of your life is going to require you to truly stand up and speak up. And when I say that, I mean, again, the trumpets that we keep hearing about, the end of the days, the trumpets is you. Think of how the chosen ones, how you talk, your voice elevates and penetrates the room. Why you think you so loud, chosen ones? You're not supposed to be somebody able to talk over you. Why you think that? Why you think people used to tell you use your inside voices? It's like, shit, I ain't got one, boo. You don't. You the trumpet. You here to call out. Speak your truth. You ain't got to even put a name on it. They going to try to come to you. They know who you talking about. All you here to do is energetically pull them out. So it's like your voice is something like when you think about certain pests, right? And how they say certain frequencies. So the certain whistles can have them act like this, or certain plugins, excuse me, create certain frequencies that trigger their hearing and have them come out. See, chosen ones, that's what your voice, dang, it keeps feeling like hokey pokey, but that's what your voice all about, right? Your voice, things that you say, you speaking the truths. It irritates these demons and have them demons come out, and they come out and they try to attack you. That's just divinely plotted. Because soon as they come out, God has that person, pest control in a sense, come in. Him. And round them up. And dispose of them. I'm trying to tell you. Use your voice, chosen ones. They going to feel a certain type of way. Even people that you're not talking about, they going to assume that you talking about them. But that's just you being able to see through what they showing you too. Let them feel a certain type of way. Because what do trumpets do? Trumpets, again, usually symbolize that somebody's about to enter the room. So you speaking your truths, letting them know what God's about to do. See, God's about to come through. And again, the wrath of God's about to be presented to these people. It's a wrap. That's it. It's a wrap. That's it. We the trumpets. Don't be out here barely blowing you on stage. You know how people used to, certain band or certain concerts, when you see somebody on stage and they not even truly blowing their instrument, they try. No, we don't need no false ass teachers. We don't need nobody who's scared to speak up. Because if you speak up, so-and-so's going to attack you. So-and-so's going to feel a certain way. Man, so-and-so better take their ass on. Because so-and-so's on their last lifeline. Last lifetime. There's certain karmics that's mad because they know when you connect with your true divine partner, that's an end to them. They don't get to come back no more lies. Because the only reason why they returned was the fact that they kept returning back to you. Once you close that out, shit, what you returning back to? Nathan. Blow them trumpets. Be loud. Make them uncomfortable. We not here to make the devil comfortable, chosen ones. So, I'm trying to, you know how many people try to attack me because I sat there and speak truths and tell other people what other individuals trying to do? And do you know what I'm going to continue to do? That, listen, God already showed me I'm protected. I already know my gifts. I already know the power I got. I already know you keep poking with me. I know your ass about to get rocked. See, I don't have to do all that. You heard me? You know better, chosen ones. What you look like being fearful? You thinking that you speaking up or walking away from these people and them doing some petty ass things to you when you know how God's about to move about you. What? Let them look stupid. Let them look mad. While you marry, while you become a mom and dad, while they try to speak foul things over your womb so babies wouldn't come through the whole time, you about to have a tribe. That's on them. That's on them. They gonna see. You just continue to practice what you preach. Disconnect from these people. Again, they gonna hate you based upon how much somebody else love you. Block their asses. We ain't got to go back and forth. Just like I do. When somebody say they don't agree with something that I say, okay, I'm going to block you. You go to your true crew. Why would you sit there and write a novel telling me about how you don't agree with what I'm speaking? Baby, I'm still going to speak it. What you thought? And I'm going to stand by everything I say because God told me. So if I was to doubt what I'm saying, that's me doubting what God is relaying. I'm not going to do that. So if you're going to feel uncomfortable, shit, where's your crew at? You heard me? I'm not what? You not about to bully me when God's backing me. Shut your ass up. That's what you gotta say, but sometimes you ain't gotta say it, but sometimes you gotta say it. You hear me? Sometimes you just gotta say it. Shut your ass up. Sometimes you just want to say, shut your dumb ass up. But, excuse me. But we gotta play cool. Sometimes God will be like, man, go ahead. Go ahead and relax. Go ahead, because they keep playing with you. Let them know. And let them know what I'm about to do, too. So sometimes God has you speak silent. And when they keep trying you, God has you let them know, listen, God's about to get wild. You might want to chill out. Whole time. Your ancestors moved something like a mafia. I'm trying to tell you, what? Turn into Cardi. She said she gonna do what? The who? Oh, all right. Oh, all right. We gonna see. I'm trying to tell you. This is not... They steady dancing to that little demon talk about what you... listen. You keep listening. And you in that... Listen. I'm trying to tell you. I'm gonna get off here in a moment. But let me tell you. These individuals try to steal the gifts of you. Try to steal certain things of you. Try to display themselves or come across like they was the original and you were the blueprint that they copying. These individuals try to act like they a divine feminine or divine masculine. Whole time they not, but they done persuaded people to listen to them. They more popular than you in a sense. So therefore they thought that what they was saying was really getting listening to. Had other people willing to join their movement and try to target you. Whole time they ain't realized while they was recruiting all these people talking about how they was going in you, shorty. My ancestors going to be on scene how the world star as somebody else beats the brakes off you. I'm trying to tell you, it is not the same. And ancestors get petty too. So they going to have them beat up, butterball naked in front of all the people that they sat there and brought witnesses, called and said that they was going to attack you. I'm trying to tell you, my ancestors like world star. Damn, what? What you thought it was? I'm trying to tell you. And guess who's beating you? God. So you can't even say, oh, what? No. My ancestors are recording you as the wrath of God comes through. God got them heaven haymakers. So he making some moves. Whole time God going not only have you embarrassed on what you was saying about certain people. So let me say this. Those people talking foul about you, talking about what they going to do, recruiting all these people to attack you, and God is attacking those individuals too. So therefore they thinking that they going to have you right in front of everybody, witness to you getting beat up. Whole time it was going to be them that was going to be leaking. See, y'all not the same. And when I say it's recorded, baby, it's documented. You can't deny what you about to get it. I'm trying to tell you. We are not the same. My ancestors going to say world star. That means they going to have it proof. Recorded in front of your people. How God's about to move. Let you know that you not built like that while you thought that you was. You was a bully doing Nathan. Now the bully's getting bullied. It's a wrap. Now they, again, butterball naked. Embarrassed in front of their friends. This wouldn't have happened had they not called them to try to come at you, to see and attack you. Whole time, none of them have hands, and that shit is proof. It's a wrap. Whole squad can't fight. They think because they can physically fight, shorty. You're not built like that. Whole squad can't fight. So that's like a bunch of people who just talk all this stuff, and then all of a sudden, they see their friend get their ass beat up. Then this person tries to say, stop that. Now they get stomped out. Now this person says, that's enough. Now they get stomped out. What do you think? Who do you think you tapping out to? You got people around you that can't protect you. Because if you're not spiritually right, and if you're not right with God, baby, you don't got no strength. So now you out here recruiting all these demons that don't got no hands. So now every time this person getting their ass beat, they try to tap in. Who you tapping out to? Every time you look around, you seeing your crew catching the blues too. All y'all about to, man, listen. Have you not learned? You better stop calling these people, and these people better stop answering you. When you sit there and when they sitting there recruiting people, let's go on so-and-so's live, talk reckless today. Or let's go on so-and-so's thing, talk reckless today. Or let's do this, talk reckless. Shorty, do you know that you getting that dummy slap in the back of your neck each time you try that shit? Have you not noticed yet? Y'all can't fight. Y'all got no hands. If you don't got God, you don't know him. You have no hands, baby. You are not. Meanwhile, we on our Ali tip. We float in. Shorty, you is not built like that. But I'm going to show you. Trying to show you. Listen, I always tell people, when people are minding their business and they focusing on their own stuff, leave them alone. Stop picking. Because you thinking that they not saying nothing to you because they scared of you. The whole time they not saying nothing to you because they know how this about to go and how they about to do. I'm trying to tell you. You always give them I want it. Find you something to say to play with. It's not over here. All that black magic you did, that shit is nowhere near. Them demons you sent, we had conversations. I let them know they was getting used. So what did they do and came back to you? See, shorty, we are not the same. Now you hearing voices. Now you feeling a certain type of pain. Shorty, you thought we was going to die? We aligned? Boy, you dumb. So you did all of that for some love that's not even going to return. You did all that magic. See, this is what they don't do. When you do love spells on individuals who actually have love for you, what you end up doing is turning these people against you. And when you do love spells on people who do not like you, you have them become evil and obsessive towards you. So therefore, again, what do you think's going to happen? You should have been smarter than that. You did all that shit for love when you could have naturally get it. You could have just went and found your true person, but you didn't. You did all that for money instead of you finding a true passion, your true purpose, and God was going to provide that profit. You did all that scamming, thinking you succeeding. Whole time, now, just like so-and-so's hairline, that shit is receding. You is not getting it. That's why they look like real monsters. All them karmics that was looking cute before, and they Victoria's Secrets, when the secret's been out, shorty, we been telling you. You heard me? Like, what? They looking like, listen, let me tell you this. You know what's happening? You know how, it's all about perspective. Now listen, right? So you know how there's somebody when they are born, or somebody little, and they like, damn, shorty look old as shit. No disrespect. Hear me out first before we say that. You know how there's a kid and you like, damn, shorty look like his father's like, was 40. Like the kid come out looking like 40. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who looks older in the face in a sense, right? Now those old children, they've always looked old. But as they get older, they look young because they've always looked the same age. So it looks like they're not aging, right? Perspective. Then there's other individuals, right? That, again, so this is equivalent to you. Now, y'all know damn well there's some kids that you like, you old. They always looked old. And now they old and they look the same because it's like, damn, they got good genes or what? Like, you confused. Like, damn, you got good genes or... I don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? But you got to think for these people, right? They was hating on you. You could be natural. You may not have had material things. You could have, again, allowed God to align you. So they seen you and was laughing at you. Whole time now they starting to see that you was favored this whole time. Now again, when that makeup's no longer available to them, they scared to be seen. Because they was talking all these things about you when you was being naturally you. And that's what other individuals would see. See, that's why we don't worry about all that. Shit, if you see me if I want to put a little makeup on, that's what I'm going to do. But if you wake up to me naturally, fresh out the sleep, shit, you still going to see me. You heard me? So no, let them be in their facade. They laughed about, oh, they have more money than you. They got more makeup than you. They got more labels than you. Then now what happens? Now they shit starts producing and God start providing you. Everything that they speak foul about you is now starting to be seen. But the difference is these are not the things that you chase. God's just providing extra to you. So these individuals was out here allowing their money, their body, their magic, all of these things to try to manipulate people into being attracted to them. Now they no longer have access to these things. The money stopping. They now getting locked up for scamming and stealing. Now they have to slow down sexually because they either got pregnant by other people or they have certain diseases. Now they physical is going down. All of these different things, right? All of these things they try to talk bad about you. Whereas now you are glowing. Money's heading towards you. Your business is booming. If you chose to buy certain clothes, you can do it. But that again does not make you, because you already knew who you were before God started to send these things to you. Y'all are not the same. Shorty, I don't need to do all of that. Let them know. They chose other masculines over you because they thought that's where that money was at. Now that that money is no longer there, now they trying to come back. Oh, nah, stay your ass over there. God has people walk away from you because he wants to show them, shorty, you ain't realized that this person that you walked away from was the one providing it towards you. You thought you had something, huh? Huh? Whole time you didn't. You was dumb, didn't realize what you was going to be missing. They was persuaded. They let them PPP loans pump their asses up. Now they PP pleading with the federales not to take their asses in. They try to come back with that 10 stacks. Oh, nah, baby, you about to be locked in. Because you was scamming, sleeping around. Certain individuals that was targeting you, calling you a hoe, now it's about to be seen that they was sleeping around town. They was sleeping with certain lawyers, doctors, police too. Sleeping with these individuals, trying to make certain moves. Now these people was getting watched. Now that person was getting watched too. Now they about to go down. And guess what? You gonna be catching momentum now. Y'all is not the same. What? They was out here passing that pocket and that pipe all around. Now they shit's coughing. Word around town. Ew. Nasty. I'm trying to tell you, you better. Don't let these people, you know who you are. Don't tell them who you ain't. Listen to God. When God tells you you can't do something, why the hell you going to listen to somebody else who can't see, don't know no better, don't know them, don't know what they doing, tell you what you can and cannot do. God told me I could do his shit. That's what I'm going to do. You heard me? I'm trying to tell you, they shit out here B-boxing now. Like, what? What? Shorty, your shit's out here sick. Hate to be you. Pill. Nasty. Shit's coughing. Your shit's out here B-boxing. Your shit out here sounding like, what's his name? I'm sorry. Nope, I ain't gonna say I'm sorry. Shit. Y'all stupid. They stupid. They shouldn't have tried you. It is not right. I'm trying to think of his name. Y'all know I love, I'm trying to tell you, they shit B-boxing. Biz Marquee, that's what it is. Biz Marquee. Like, shorty, you, nobody beats the biz. I bet. Because you got that biz, that B-box. You heard me? Dougie Fresh. That's who I was trying to say. Dougie Fresh with no fresh. That's funny. Right. Little Dougie Funks. Little Dougie Funks. Like, pill. No thank you. Dougie no fresh. That was so funny. Who said that? Let me scroll up. Because that was funny. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my gosh. I'm sorry. I can't even see it. Oh, who said that? Cherish, Amaya. Yo, that was so funny. I needed that. Dougie No Fresh. P.U. Shorty. Ew. No thanks. No thanks. So listen, I say all of this for y'all. Stay solid. You the geek that grew up and glowed up in a sense. I'm trying to tell you, people used to laugh at me because I'm not no Listen, I like all types of music, but I'm going to be real. I like alternative type of rock, a little pop music. I don't like rap like that. I like those throwbacks, you know what I'm saying, the 90s love songs. I like love music, and I like alternative. People used to call me weird, call me this, because I'm the type that would have been at, man, listen. Y'all get what I'm saying. Whereas there's other individuals try to act like they so tough, they so rough, they this. Everybody want to be a city girl. Shorty, sit your ass down. I'm me. You heard me? Like, we a mixture of everything. I'm trying to tell you. You can't put me in one category. That's why I make sure that my page consists of all aspects of me. Your business is you. That's it. Your talent, your identity, your purpose. So you got to show all areas of you. You're not going, what? I like retro stuff. I don't like no labels. I don't like, you won't see me in no Dior, no Gucci, no none of that. I don't like labels like that. I'll be rocking a $5 shirt before I rock a $500 shirt because that's what I don't like. You know what I'm saying? I like what I like. There's certain individuals that didn't like me just based upon the fact that I ain't trying to appease certain people. Cool. My true divine partner's going to embrace this retro side of me because that's them too. You hear me? So it's like, you many aspects of you so many sides. Look at what God did. Look at the universe. Look at everybody that's whipped up. Look at even the trees. Look at all the fruits. Do you see that there's a variety? So therefore, you are many things mixed up into one. You ain't got to just stick to one type of category. Don't put me in none of that. You heard me? You are uniquely made. You are divinely aligned. You be all of those things that you be. But the only thing you don't do is, we know that God didn't put no demonic things in our recipe. So that's the only thing you don't do. Don't be selling yourself short. Know that you rare. So therefore, not a lot of people can be connected to you. Know that you need to recharge. Know that again. Put your mind to anything you trying to do. But we a mixture of everything. You're not going to sit there and restrict me to certain groups. I could pull up listening to Project Pat. Turn Murray on the radio right after that. You heard me? I could be listening to this group, then listen to this next. You are many things. You hear me? Embrace all of it. Just make sure that you celebrating everything that's God in you. I'm trying to tell you what. I will turn on Project Pat and start telling you about God in a second. What? It's like, nah, but listen, pay attention to the music you listen to. Because I used to love them groups. But certain things is like, I can't really be singing after you. Because you know how you got a friend that's like, yeah, this my rider. You like, yeah, I'm a rider. They like, yeah, we going to do this. We cool. They got my back. You like, yeah, I got your back. Then they start saying the things like, yeah, we going to die about this. And you like, shit. You turn into Portia like, who said that? I ain't say all that. So that's it. You got to pay attention to what you saying after certain people. It's like, I'm cool with you up until a certain point. But when you start saying that other shit, like, we ain't say all that. You hear me? Now, I can listen to Kodak Black and we listening to this song. Then all of a sudden, he talking about, yeah, I'm a gremlin, I'm a D. Who said that? Now, that's the part we turn down for that. We not doing it. At the time, I don't know the words anyway. I'm freestyling with the songs. And that end up being a blessing in disguise because certain spells you not speaking alone. So therefore, shit. Think I ain't going to be turning. I turn anything. Anybody, listen. Any song I listen to, you going to hear Chosen in there. You going to hear this in there. I'm a freestyle it. I'm one of those people, how they say, oh, so-and-so get tipsy or this person do that and they say instrument. I turn the instrumental on sober as I don't know what. I like to listen. I'm trying to tell you, each stone you gonna hear me shout out what God's about to do. You hear me? You better. But listen, just know there's multiple sides that make up you. Demonic things is not a recipe on how you get produced. Just know that you're going to have to stand up for you, stand in your truth, and know that other individuals are going to try to target you. Lies are going to be told about you, but your true soul tribe is going to stick by you. They're going to sit there and shut those people up too, pay no attention to them, and they're going to move mountains about you. Just know it's working out. You heard me? It's working out. Don't give up, but just know it's going to be a test. The test don't stop when you get aligned with your true divine purpose or person. The test come to see if y'all going to stick up together and go to war together. You heard me? Y'all going to be shooting those guns of stars in a sense at anybody. You heard me? You got to make sure. What God tells you to do, you don't listen to nobody else. They can get removed. God can't though. That's that energy that run you. You give up God, you no longer have energy. You no longer charged. So that means your time's running out. Y'all continue to be great. But listen, I got to get up off here because I do have a few readings to do. Please remember, I'll never reach out to you for a reading. You got to be prepared to receive the message because I'm going to tell you about your people. I'm going to tell you about you. I'm going to tell you about your past, about your present, and what they intend to do to you too. Best believe anything God tells me to do, I'm going to tell you. So you got to be ready because I'm here to serve as a confirmation for you. You understand? So please don't get scammed. I'll never reach out to you asking you for a reading. If I feel drawn to you, I'll give you a reading for free. Or I'll relay a message to you based upon what God tells me to tell you. But again, I'll never reach out to you for a reading. I will say the link is in my bio. I got several readings of all type. You pick on what you want to do and that's it. Don't have to provide me no information about you. That's how you know who's real and who's fake. Because you don't got to give no birthdays, no information. All you got to do is send a picture of you so I can look at you and I'm going to tell you what God tells me to tell you, all right? Also, please remember, I had some readings. Well, my coaching session is live where we talk on the phone. But your readings, I record them for you. So you could book a reading at this time. And if you're not available, that's okay. As long as you send that picture of you prior to your reading, I'm going to record a reading for you and send the audio over to you via email or phone. And that is so that you can go back and reference. All right. So if you need a confirmation, I record it for you. So you can go back and listen to as many times as you want to for as long as you want. All right. So again, thank you so much for all y'all's love, all y'all's likes, all y'all subscribes, all y'all shares. Y'all know I'm going to be back tomorrow, but I'm going to upload this live a little later to my YouTube. Please remember, I only got one YouTube, one TikTok, and one Instagram. The link's in my bio, all right? I love you so, so much. Please stand in your power. Stand up. You heard me? I love you so much. Y'all continue to be great. If you need me, you know how to reach me, babies. Y'all be great.